Yo, what's really good, University of Miami Hurricane football fans? Your boy Alonzo 1219, aka Harlem Hurricanes, so back in the building. I'm here to address something real quick, because I want to get this off of my chest a little bit. It seems like I've gotten a few people a little upset because it seems like people don't want me to hold Coach Mario Cristobal accountable. Let me explain something to you. Coach Mario Cristobal wants me to hold him accountable. I've never, not one time, said I wanted Mario Cristobal fired. I actually want him to be here for the next 20 years. I just want him to be successful. I believe he can be successful, but I also believe that there are things that he can work on to make himself more successful. So yes, I'm going to critique Coach Mario Cristobal, and we're going to critique players. But if you look at the picture if you look at the screenshot or the picture or whatever, Coach Mario is the leader of this team. He leads these kids every single day. He leads these kids. So in my opinion, it is up to him to make these kids and put these kids in the best situation to win football games. Now, I believe he can. But at the same time, he has to prove himself to be a great coach, and he hasn't done that yet. But I do believe he can. Me critiquing Coach Mario Cristobal is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing that I critique Coach Mario Cristobal. Someone said that the videos that I do hurt recruiting. We have the number 4 recruiting class in the nation right now. I've been doing videos since 2012. If I'm hurting recruiting, I'm doing a bad job at hurting recruiting. If I'm hurting recruiting with the videos that I do. The videos that I do is from what I see. That's all. I don't speculate. I don't put blame where it doesn't need to go. But we're all adults. Coach Mario Cristobal has been a professional. Well, I'm going to say not a professional, but he's been a top level football guy for over 30 years when you're including college. Him playing college ball and coaching college ball and playing in the NFL. He's been doing it for over 30 years. I'm pretty sure my little words aren't hurting his feelings. Not one time did I call Coach Cristobal garbage. Not one time did I call Coach Cristobal trash. Not one time did I say I want him fired. I do believe and I do stand by what I said that Coach Mario Cristobal and that whole coaching staff did a bad job last year. It's my opinion. It's not facts, but it is my opinion, and I am allowed to do that. The difference is I'm not going to scream for the helicopters like a lot of other fans do. I didn't want Mark Richt fired, but I never called the guy garbage or trash. I don't believe in disrespecting players or coaches. But a lot of people who don't like the things that I say are the same people who call players garbage and trash and sewer dumpster juice and all of these things on message boards and on my YouTube channel and on Coach Hayes' YouTube channel and on Coach Coop's YouTube channel. So on and so Miami Flow, so on and so on. I never disrespect these guys, but I do expect him to be a great coach. I do expect him to win a national championship. I do expect to beat teams like Duke. I do expect to beat teams like North Carolina. I do expect to beat Middle Tennessee State, no matter how many hurt players we have. You know why? Because I've been a Hurricane fan for over 40 years. So I expect greatness. Do I expect a national championship his first year or second year or third year or even fourth year? No, I do not. But I expect to be trending forward. And I expect Mario Cristobal to be the leader to bring the university back to where the standards need to be at. He has all the resources. He has more resources than any other coach at the University of Miami has ever had. He has way more resources than any other coach that the University of Miami has ever had. He has a great opportunity to be a great coach at the University of Miami for a very long time. But at the same time, as me doing a show for the University of Miami, I have to critique when I see things that maybe just I don't like. Everybody is free to watch or not watch. And a lot of people who you're free to critique me. You're free to critique me, but at least don't lie on what I'm doing. And you're also free to start your own University of Miami Hurricane football channel. You're free to do that as well. Because I'm pretty sure if you ask anybody from the wholesome one to anybody, Coach Hayes, from all about you, anybody, this is definitely hard to do on a consistent basis. It is not easy to do these videos a lot. It's not, because you have to be on point. And I don't mind getting critiqued. I open up the stream key every time I go live for people to come in and debate me. I enjoy doing it. And I expect Miami to be great. If you're asking me, do I expect a 12-0 season this year? I do not expect that. But if you're asking me, do I expect at least 9 to 10 wins this year? Yes, I do expect that. I expect that. Do I believe it's going to be done? Yes, I do believe it's going to be done. I do believe it's going to be done. But if we go 5-7, a lot of you guys might unsubscribe again, because I am going to put the blame where it lies. And that's not just Cristobal. That's Kevin Steele. That is Charlie Strong. That is whoever is on this coaching staff. But if you look at the thumbnail, you look at the man that is leading this ship, and the man that is getting paid over $9 million a year, if you look at that he is the leader, and the leader goes down with the ship, or he keeps the ship afloat. And I truly believe that Coach Mario Cristobal will keep the ship afloat. I truly believe that he will eventually bring us to a national championship. I believe that. But if I see mistakes being made during, I put it this way, if we win games and there's some mistakes being made, there'll be way less critique. But if we're losing games because of a lot of mistakes are being played, a lot of mistakes are being made, and the kids are making a lot of mistakes, the reason why I put the blame on the coaching staff is because if these kids are making these mistakes, either they're not being coached right, or you're putting the wrong kids on the field. Either way, they make the decisions to who play. That's the coaching staff. They make the decisions to who play and who doesn't. And who gets final say over who play and who doesn't is Coach Mario Cristobal. And I believe he's getting it together. He's still learning. He's still a young coach. And like I say, who better to bring back the University of Miami than Coach Mario Cristobal? And I can guarantee you, if anybody was to talk to him and ask him, am I wrong about what I say when I critique him, I bet you anything that he would not say no. Because he's always been great. He's always been around greatness. He expects the exact same thing I expect. The only people that don't expect the exact same thing I expect is the people who have blinders on their face. I love you guys, man. I just wanted to give my little personal opinion on, some of the people who hate when I critique Mario, or the guy who wrote in my last chat that I hurt recruiting. I've never hurt recruiting, bro. Never. I can't. I'm not that big of a YouTuber. I can't hurt recruiting. As a matter of fact, there's no one in YouTube. The MSNBC and Dateline can't hurt recruiting. The only thing that can hurt recruiting is losing or sanctions. That's what hurt recruiting. Even a lot of you people out here that's on Twitter and Instagram all day calling these kids trash and garbage and all that, you can't even hurt recruiting. You can't even hurt recruiting. What hurts recruiting is losing and sanctions. That's the only thing that can hurt recruiting. Love you guys, man. Check me out. Check me and my boy Groovy Lou out. The next big thing. He's the next big thing. Groovy Lou is the next big thing when it comes to this. Love all of my Miami Hurricane YouTube video makers. Love all my YouTube video makers. Because it's hard work. It's a lot of work. And for all you guys who put this work in, man, I love you guys. I respect what you do. And let's keep doing it, man. Ready for college football season already, man. I'll talk to you guys another day, man. Love you guys. I'm out of here.